Here are 3 techniques you can copy from JJ Wolf Serve to help improve your serve. Now, this video is courtesy of 12KGP Tennis on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to their awesome channel. I put their link in the description below. Now, the first technique we're going to look at here is how JJ tosses the ball. He uses what is called the J toss. It is called the J toss because the ball travels in the letter J. It is not called the J toss because it's named after JJ. Vic Braden came up with it 50 years ago. The J toss allows for the ball to go forward into the court. It also allows you to coil and get more racket speed. Notice at the beginning, he doesn't keep the ball out in front of him, but rather he brings the ball back so that the ball is actually behind his tossing shoulder. Because of that, it makes it very easy for him to toss forward into the court. Many recreational players, they struggle with their toss because they toss keeping their arm out in front of them. Well, since your arm is the radius of a circle, it ends up making the ball actually go behind you. If you're someone who ends up tossing behind you often, it's probably because your arm is going out in front of you. Try the J toss where you actually bring the ball back. Right, and we can see this. He's rotating his body. He's bringing the ball back. You can see the ball's by his groin. Now the ball is in front of his belly button. Now the ball is actually covering up his face. We don't even see his face. And just look at the camera angle to understand where his arm is. He's not tossing forward. He's bringing the ball back, making it easy to toss the ball into the court. The ball travels like the letter J, and that's what makes it so easy for him to toss into the court and hit his fastest serves in consistently. Now, after you work on the J toss, next, you're going to practice how long you keep your tossing arm up in the air. When we look at JJ's serve, look how long his tossing arm is staying up. He right now is about to knock off the birthday hat. Remember, I'm asking you all the time, please wear a birthday hat with, the one with the string that goes under your chin. And your racket should hit the birthday hat on your serve. Well, just before you hit the birthday hat, your tossing hand should still be way up in the air. Most recreational players, the moment they toss the ball, they start dropping that tossing arm, and it leads to them hitting the net way too much. So as you approach what is often called also the trophy position, keep your tossing arm up. The longer you keep your tossing arm up, as you approach the birthday hat, the more likely you're going to hit the ball up over the net and not drag it down, being inconsistent. So keep your tossing arm up a really long time. Thinking of Pete Sampras and how great his serve was. He kept that tossing arm up forever, it just seemed. So keep your tossing arm up a really long time and you're going to hit the net less often. And third, we're going to talk about his finish. Now, after you work on your J toss and you work on keeping your tossing arm up a really long time, the last thing I want you to do is work on your finish. This is called the Power X. Vic Braden, right? So the Power X, when you finish with your arms crossed, helps you to hit faster serves. Many recreational players are under the idea or have this idea that you're supposed to throw your tossing arm behind you, right? And you see Kyrgios do this. You see Dominic Thiem and Andy Roddick and Andy Murray, right? But watch their serves very closely because what they actually do as they're hitting the ball is they tuck this tossing arm in against the body. Throwing this arm behind you is of no benefit whatsoever. So please don't be throwing your arm back if it means that you're not tucking this arm in. The reason you can serve faster by tucking this arm in is it helps slow your body's rotation down, and that in turn helps accelerate your hitting arm. When you are hitting the ball, you should not be rotating your body as you're hitting. You want to rotate your body before you hit, and you can easily see that. Look where his chest is facing prior to hitting, and look where his chest is facing just before he hits, right? So his chest is completely coiled. His body is like a snake ready to unwind into the serve. But watch as he hits the ball, how his body rotation comes to a complete stop. He has stopped his body rotation. I'm going to put this in slow motion. Look at his chest rotating, and then right there, his body stops rotating. The reason you want to stop your body rotation is it helps accelerate the hitting arm. When you do this, you can actually just finish with your arms crossed. That's why it's called the Power X, because when you have an X with your arms, it helps you get more racket speed and more power. So finish your serve with a Power X. Keep your tossing arm up a really long time. And then when it drops, drop it out in front of you and then pull it in. You'll see that. It drops slightly out in front of him and then it pulls in against his body. You will absolutely blast your serves with this technique. Now, if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, or if you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment. It's playyourcourt.com/2minute tennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. Please go out and practice the J-toss. Keep your tossing arm up a really long time and finish with the Power X. And if you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.